Greetings! Mantroid79 here, and welcome back to another deck profile video for Cardfight Vanguard Deer Days! Alright, let's get started. Pressing the A button now. Loading game and proceeding. Here we are in the main menu, going to edit deck menu. And in today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be making one for is a Dragon Empires, Deepening Knight Tamayura, D-BT05. Alright, so let's go to this empty slot here, create new deck, and selecting the nation, Dragon Empire, okay. And okay, here we are, and like I just mentioned before, the deck I'm building today's deck profile video is a Dragon Empires, Deepening Knight Tamayura deck, made of cards only available up until D-BT05. So first, let's go to Filter Settings, Pack, Show only cards from D-BT1, Genesis of the 5 Greats, D-BT2, A Brush with the Legends, D-BT3, Advance of Intertwined Stars, D-BT4, Awakening of Chakrabarti, D-BT5, Triumphant Return of Brave Heroes, Festival Collection 2021, and promo pack number 1, Apply Filter, okay. So first, let's start with the Grade 3 lineup. For the Grade 3s this deck we're using... Right deck, Grade 3, Deepening Knight Tamayura, skills for skill, auto, as a Vanguard. At the beginning of your right phase, you get all of your front row units, gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. And second skill, auto, as a Vanguard. When this unit attacks, cost Counterblast 1 and perform one of the following. If the cost is paid, choose a card from your soul and call it to the rearguard circle, or choose a card of Ririmi in its card name from your soul and a card with Ririmi in its card name from your soul and call them to rearguard circle. And third skill, Glitter. This card is a glitter that seeks the Fire Regulus. So for Tamayura, she's the main Grade 3 around this deck. Her skills, the first skill, as a Vanguard, at the beginning of your right phase, your Vanguard gets a skill that all front row units in your field, both Vanguard and Rearguard included, gets plus 5,000 power. So for this first skill, it's pretty much a really powerful skill since all front row units, Vanguard and Rearguard, will get a little extra power to work with. And the second skill, whenever your Vanguard Tamayura attacks, by paying a cost of Counterblast 1, you can choose to activate one of two abilities. 1. Superior Call one card from your soul to the Rearguard, or 2. Superior Call a Ririmi card with in its card name from your soul and a card Ririmi in its card name from your soul and call the Rearguard circle. So the second skill is a good way to call upon Rearguards you can use to attack or boost with later depending on which one you call. And the third skill, Glitter. This skill doesn't really need much explanation, so we're just gonna skip ahead. So for Deepening Knight Tamayura, we got 4 in the deck and putting 1 in the right deck. Okay, next up, the Grade 3 Excavation Dragon, Burial Dignil, skill, auto as a rear guard. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked, put this unit into your soul. If the cost is paid, choose one of your other rear guards, and it gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. So for Burial Dignil, it's a pretty good card to play in your Dragon Empire Nation deck. Its skill, after attacking, as long as you don't mind moving Burial Dignil from your rear guard to your soul, you can give one other rear guard in your field plus 5,000 power. So for Burial Dignil, it's a good way to not only stock up your soul for later soul blast, but to also give your remaining rear guards a little extra power to work with. So for Excavation Dragon, Burial Dignil, we're going to be putting in 3 into the deck, okay. And now for the Grade 2 lineup. For the Grade 2s this deck, we're playing the Grade 2 Ride deck, Grade 2, Festival of Burning Tamayura, skills for skill, auto. When this unit is placed by riding from in the Calm Sunlight Tamayura, choose up to 1 card with Ririmi or Rarami in its card name from your drop zone and put it into your hand. Second skill, Glitter. This card is a glitter that seeks the Fire Regulus. So for Festival of Burning Tamayura, it's the main Grade 2 around this deck. Its skill, the first skill, just by riding Festival of Burning Tamayura on top of in the Calm Silent Tamayura, you can choose 1 card of Ririmi or Rarami in your drop zone as your hand. Secure yourself a card you can use to later call and attack with or to guard with later depending on what you would want to do with the card later. And so for Festival of Burning Tamayura, we're putting 1 into the deck and putting in the right deck. Okay, next up, the Grade 2 Twin Direful Dolls Ririmi, skills for skill, auto. When this card is placed on the rearguard circle, if you have a rearguard with Rarami in its card name, cost Soul Blast 2. If the cost is paid, choose one of your opponent's rearguards and your opponent puts that unit into their soul. And second skill, Glitter. Glitter Tamayura. Active if your Vanguard is a glitter with Tamayura in its card name. Auto, when this unit is retired from Guardian Circle, you may put this card into your soul. Super Rurimi is one of the support cards for the Tamayura deck. Its skills, the first skill. When you call Rurimi into the rear guard, if you have Rarami as well as your rear guard, by paying a cost of Soul Blast 2, you can move one of your opponent's rear guards into their soul. So this first skill is a good way to reduce the number of rear guards your opponent have by making him move one of them to the soul. And the second skill, whenever you guard with a Rurimi and when it's retired from the Guardian Circle, you can instead move it from into the soul instead. So for Rurimi, this skill, it's best used when you guard or intercept or just place Rurimi into the Guardian Circle. And instead of moving to the drop zone, go to the soul, thus stopping your soul for later soul blast or for any skills you require to use Rurimi and Rarami into your soul, like Tamayura's. So for twin Direful Dolls Rurimi, we're going to be putting in 3 into the deck. Okay, next up, the Grade 2 Twin Direful Dolls Rami. Skills for skill auto. When this unit is placed on the rearguard circle, if you have a rearguard of Rurimi in its card name, cost Soul Blast 2. If the cost is paid, draw a card. Second skill, Glitter Tamayura. Active if your Vanguard is a glitter of Tamayura in its card name. Auto, when this unit is retired from the Guardian Circle, you may put this card into your soul. So for Rarami, it's another support card for the Tamayura deck. Its skills, the first skill, when called onto the rear guard while you have another rear guard of Rurimi in its card name, by paying the cost of Soul Blast 2, you can draw a card. So for this first skill, as long as you don't mind paying the cost of Soul Blast 2, you can restock your hand of more cards to use later for either attacking with or calling, depending on what you draw. So first skill. And the second skill, just by guarding or intercepting or just placing Rarami into the Guardian Circle, after it's done, instead of going to the drop zone, it goes to the soul. So for the second skill, it's a good way to not only build up your soul for later soul blast, but to secure yourself a Rarami in your Vanguard soul to use with any skills that require having in the soul, like Tamayura's. So for Twin Direful Dolls Rarami, we're putting in 3 into the deck. Okay, next up, the Grade 2 Motive Stealth Rope Sumagi. Skill auto. When this unit is placed on the rearguard circle, cost Soul Blast 1. If the cost is paid, choose a normal unit of stealth in its card name or glitter from your drop zone and put it into your soul. So for Sumagi, it's a support card for the Tamayura deck. Its skill, when called to the rear guard and Soul Blasting 1, you can take any normal unit with stealth in its card name or any normal unit with the glitter ability from your drop zone and put it with your soul, securing yourself another card to Soul Blast with or a specific card you wish to have in your soul to activate for other skills like Tamayura's. So for Motive Stealth Rope Sumugi, we're going to be putting in 2 into the deck. Okay, next up. And now for Grade 2, Blitz Order, Fox Art, Fleeting Shine that lights life. Skill, order, play this card with a Soul Blast of 2 if you have a Vanguard of Tamayura in its card name. If the cost is paid, choose one of your Vanguards. It gets a skill, continuous, Vanguard. All of your opponent's front row units get minus 10,000 power at the end of turn. So for Fleeting Shine that lights life, it's a Blitz Order that's meant to be support for the Tamayura deck. Its skill, when played during your opponent's turn by paying a cost of Soul Blast 2, your Vanguard gets a skill. For the remainder of the turn, your opponent's front row units, Vanguard and Rearguard included, get minus 10,000 power. So for this skill, it's a good way to survive to your next turn or to weaken your opponent's offensive power just by playing this order card. For the rest of the turn, all of your opponent's front row attacks, Vanguard and Rearguard included, get minus 10,000 power. So for Fleeting Shine that's lights life, we're putting 2 into the deck. Okay, and next up, the Grade 2 Stealth Dragon Hadan Reso. Skill auto. When this unit is placed on your rearguard circle by your Vanguard's ability, this unit gets plus 10,000 power at the end of turn. So for Hadan Reso is a pretty good card to play in your Tamayura deck. Its skill, just by being called by a card by your Vanguard's ability, it gets plus 10,000 power, making Hadan Reso a potential 19,000 point attacker from the front row. So for a Stealth Dragon Hadan Reso, we're putting 3 into the deck. Okay, then next up, the Great One lineup. For the Great Ones to this deck, we're playing the Great One. Right deck, Great One, in the Calm Sunlight, Tamayura. Skills for skill auto. When this unit is placed by riding from 9-tailed Fox Spirit Tamayura, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card of Rurimi or Rarami in its card name or a Fox Art card from among them and reveal it and put it into your hand or shuffle your deck. Second skill, Glitter. This card is a glitter that seeks the Fire Regulus. So for in the Calm Sunlight Tamayura, it's the main Great One to ride this deck. Its skill is the first skill. When you ride in the Calm Sunlight Tamayura on top of 9-tailed Fox Spirit Tamayura, you have the chance to check the top 7 cards of your deck for a card with Rurimi or Rarami in its card name or a Fox Art card from the top of your deck and add it to your hand. So for this first skill, it's a good way to secure either Rarami or a Fox Art Race card to later help you in your later game strategy. So for in the Calm Sunlight Tamayura, we're putting one into the deck, putting the right deck, okay? Next up, we're putting in the Great One, Twin Buckler Dragon, Sentinel, Perfect Guard, skills for skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may have only up to 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel in deck. Second skill, auto. When this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, choose one of your units. It cannot be hit until end of battle. If your hand has 2 more cards, choose a card from hand, discard it. So for Twin Buckler Dragon, it's a perfect guard for the Dragon Empire Nation. Like any other perfect guard in the Cardfight Vanguard trading card game, it features the same skill and activation. When used to guard with and discarding a card from your hand, you can block one enemy attack, but it also features an ability unique to all D standard format perfect guards. When used to guard with while you have less than 2 cards in hand, you will not have to pay the usual discard 1 cost, making Twin Buckler Dragon a potential no-cost perfect guard in desperate last resort situations. So for Twin Buckler Dragon, putting 4 into the deck. Okay, next up, we're putting in the Great One, Stealth Dragon, Togashirashi, skill, auto. When this card is discarded from a hand during your turn, you may put this card into your soul. So for Togashirashi, it's a pretty powerful card to play your Dragon Empire Nation decks. Its skill, when discarded from your hand during your turn, instead of going to the drop zone, it goes to the soul, making this card an ideal card to use for right deck cost payments or any skills that require you to discard cards from your hand. Because when discarded during your turn, it goes to the soul instead of drop zone, thus securing you more cards to soul blast with later. So for Stealth Dragon Togashirashi, we're putting 3 into the deck. Okay, next up, putting in the Great One. Let's see, the next Great One in the deck is the Great One, Stealth Fiend, Forktail, skill, auto. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, you may look at the top 7 cards of your deck. If you do, choose up to 1 normal unit with stealth in its card name or glitter from among them, put it into your soul and shuffle your deck. So for Forktail, it's a support card for the Tamayura deck. Its skill, just by calling her to the rear guard, you have the chance to check the top 7 cards of your deck for either a stealth named normal unit or a glitter ability unit and add it to your soul, thus securing you another card to soul blast with or a specific card you wish to have in your soul to later aid in your later game strategy. So for Stealth Fiend Forktail, we're putting 4 into the deck. Okay, next up, the Great Zero lineup. For the Great Zeros of this deck, we're playing the Great Zero, right deck, Great Zero, 9-tailed Fox Spirit, Tamayura, skill, auto. When this unit is rolled upon, if you went second, draw a card. So for 9-tailed Fox Spirit, Tamayura is the starting unit of this deck. Its skill, when ready to top up, if you're the second to go, you can draw a card. So for 9-tailed Fox Spirit, Tamayura, we're putting 1 in the deck, putting in the right deck. Okay, next up, the trigger lineup. For the triggers of this deck, we're playing the Great Zero, Burning Flail Dragon, critical trigger, skill, auto as a rear guard. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. Cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost is paid, choose one of your units. It gets plus 2,000 power until end of turn. So for Burning Flail Dragon, it's a powerful critical trigger to play in your Dragon Empire Nation decks. Its skill, after boosting the attack, regardless if the attack hits or not, as long as you don't mind moving Burning Flail from your rear guard to your soul, you can give one of your other units, Vanguard or rear guard, plus 2,000 power. So for Burning Flail Dragon, it's a good way to not only restock your soul for later soul blast, but to also give the remaining attackers on the field a little extra power to work with. So for Burning Flail Dragon, we're putting 4 into the deck. Okay, next up, we're putting in the Great Zero, Blaze Maiden Parama, front trigger, skill, continuous as a guardian. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield. So for Parama, she's a powerful front trigger to play in your Dragon Empire Nation decks. Her skill, when used to guard with while your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, she gets plus 5,000 shield, making Parama a potential 20,000 point shield all on her own. So for the Blaze Maiden Parama, we're putting into the deck, putting 3 into the deck. Okay, next up, the Great Zero, Blaze Maiden Zone, critical trigger, playing 4 into the deck. And next up, the Great Zero, the Great Zero, Stealth Fiend, Amavira, heal trigger, skill, auto. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, if your opponent's attacking unit has attacked 2 or more times this turn, this unit gets plus 15,000 shield until end of battle. Active if it's this battle is its second attack this turn or more. So for Stealth Fiend Amavira, it's a powerful heal trigger to play in your Dragon Empire Nation decks. Her skill, when used to guard against an opponent's attacking unit, does attack 2 or more times in that turn. Your Amavira will give us 15,000 shield, making Amavira a potential 25,000 point shield all on her own. So this heal trigger is best used against opponents who play decks that specialize in restatting their units and attacking multiple times to that unit. So for Stealthy Amavira, putting 2 into the deck. Okay, next up, the Grade 0 Blazebit and Rona heal trigger, putting 2 into the deck. Okay, and last but not least, the Grade 0 Dragon DD King of Resurgence Drag Vita over trigger, skill, trigger, additional effect, choose one of your vanguards and stand it. So for Drag Vita, it's the over trigger for the Dragon Empire Nation. Like any other over trigger in the Cardfight Vanguard trading card game, it features the same skill and activation. When revealed during a drive check or damage check, you get 100 million power and draw a card, but it also features an ability unique to it alone. When revealed during a drive check on your turn, you can stand your Vanguard. So the second skill is a very powerful skill that's best can be used in any Dragon Empire Nation build. Just by revealing on a drive check, you stand your Vanguard for another attack, giving you the chance to pressure your opponent with a second Vanguard attack with the chance of getting more triggers or just restocking your hand with the extra drive checks. So for Dragon DD King of Resurgence Drag Vita, we're putting 1 in the deck. Okay, deck is built, Cardfight explains, let's save the deck. Deck's been saved, so for the cards in this deck we're playing 4 Grade 3 Deepening Knight Tamayura, 3 Grade 3 Excavation Dragon Burial Dignal, 3 Grade 2 Twin Direful Dolls Rarimi, 3 Grade 2 Twin Direful Dolls Rarami, 2 Grade 2 Motive Stealth Rope Tsumugi, 1 Grade 2 Festival of Burning Tamayura, 2 Grade 2 Fleeting Shine that lights life, 3 Grade 2 Stealth Dragon Hadan Reso, 4 Grade 1 Twin Buckler Dragon, 3 Grade 1 Stealth Dragon Togashi Rashi, 4 Grade 1 Stealth Fiend Forktail, 1 Grade 1 In the Calm Sunlight Tamayura, 1 Grade 0 Nine-Tailed Fox Spirit Tamayura starting unit. And for the triggers of this deck, we're playing 8 critical triggers, 3 front triggers, 4 heal triggers, and 1 over trigger, Drag Vita. Alright, deck's been built, Cardfight explained. Now before we test out the deck, let's just rename the deck, change deck name, rename the deck. Tamayura, T-A-M-A-Y-U-R-A. Tamayura, okay, save deck. Is that how the deck is spelled? Tamayura, T-A-M-A-Y-U-R-A, correct, okay. Now let's just change the deck sleeves, change sleeves. For the main deck sleeves, we're going to be using the Dragon Empire sleeves, the main deck sleeve, press A. And for the right deck sleeves, going to be using, let's see. For right deck sleeves, going to be using the Team Berserk sleeves, press Y. Right deck sleeve is this one, okay. Alright, so deck's been built, Cardfight explained, deck rename, and card sleeve change. So let's just, now it's time to test out the deck. So leaving the edit deck menu, returning the main menu, go into fight menu, entering CPU fight, okay. Now selecting the deck I just built, the Dragon Empire's Deepening Knight Tamayura D-Booster 5 deck. selecting deck. Okay. Now it's time to select an opponent. Okay, who would be a good opponent to test this out on? Let's see. Who should I test it out on? I guess for my opponent for this deck, I'm gonna use this. Let's see. Okay, going up against Mika Shibuya, normal difficulty. And the battle begins. Let's get started. And okay, here we are in the fight. Deciding who goes first. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock the paper, I lose, going second. Okay. Now my opponent's going first, drawing our starting hands. Okay, I got a Great One, Fork Tail, a Perfect Guard, a Barrier Dignil, and 2 criticals. Okay. Gotta hold on to Fork Tail to secure the cards in my soul, and the Perfect Guard to protect myself with. Barrier Dignil to attack with, so I'll just resend the 2 criticals, redraw. Not bad. Another Fork Tail, and the Great 2 Sumugi. Okay. My opponent's turn, she rides the Great One, Aesthesis Nanami. Skill, Superior Calling, a Great One Kadaya to the back row. Wasting the power since you cannot use it right now, so okay. End of my opponent's turn, my turn, draw. Alright, I ride from the right deck. In the Calm Sunlight Tamayura for the right deck cost. Let's see. Gotta hold on to the Fork Tails to use their skills to secure my soul and the Perfect Guard to guard with, so I should also hold on to Sumugi to secure another card, so okay, then I guess I'll just have to discard either Barrier Dignil or the critical trigger, so there's a chance I'll defend myself against my opponent, so I'll hold on to the critical trigger. I'll discard the Grade 3 Excavation Dragon Barrier Dignil as the right deck cost, discard, right in the Calm Sunlight Tamayura, the starting unit skill, I draw a card. The card I drew was another critical, okay. Then my Great One in the Calm Sunlight Tamayura skill. Look at the top 7 cards in my deck for a Rarami or Fox Art. Skill, look at the top 7 of my deck. I got 1 Rarami and a Fox Art order. Not bad. I guess I'll secure the Fox Art into my hand. Adding to hand. Okay. Next, I'm calling the Great One, Stealth Beam Fork Tail to the rear guard. Call. Skill Fork Tail, look at the top 7 cards in my deck for a stealth unit or a glitter unit. Okay, for stealth units, I got Haden Resso, Fork Tail, and Haden Resso. Okay, I guess I'll take I'll put Haden Resso into the soul. Then I'm gonna call Call 1 more Fork Tail to the rear guard. Call. Skill activated. I'm going to look at the top 7 cards in my deck for a glitter unit or a stealth unit. Okay, for stealth units, I only have Togashirashi. Okay. Okay, then, Okay, I think I'm gonna put Togashirashi into my soul. Next, I call Burning Flow Dragon to the rear guard. Call. That should be enough. Go into battle phase. First up, boosted by the Burning Flow Dragon. Fork Tail attacks the Vanguard. 12k. The attack goes through, and boom, 1 damage to my opponent. Damage check. Yeah, critical trigger. Come on, this timing. The first damage with the trigger. Okay, adding the power to our Vanguard. Alright, Burning Flail skill. After boosting, go into the soul. After going to the soul, give 2,000 power to a unit in my field. I give it to my Vanguard. And now, despite the intervention of my opponent's first trigger, I managed to still get enough power for my Vanguard to land an attack. Okay, boosted by Fork Tail. Tamayura attacks the Vanguard. 18k. The attack goes through. Drive check. Yes! Heal trigger! Nothing to heal, but I can still have another card to guard with now. And boom! 1 damage. Damage check. No trigger. Okay. That's the end of my turn. My opponent's turn. My opponent is going to ride the Grade 2 Aesthesis Kiora. She calls the rear guards, Pauline and Kadia, using their skills. Kadia gets power. Oh, it's a lot of power. Not good. Alright, rear guard. to Vanguard, 25k. Not enough to guard, let the attack go through. Here it comes. Ow! Damage check. Yes! Critical trigger! I give all effects to the Vanguard. Power added. And now 15k to the Vanguard. One trigger to pass. Returning one card to hand, okay. No guard, one to pass. Drive check. No trigger, safe, but as this is correct, Kairi, she's the card to Persona right with, but I managed to block the damage, so I guess I'm safe. My turn, stand and draw, okay. I arrived from the right deck, Festival of Burning Tamayura. Okay. And for the right deck cost, I'm discarding, let's see. I don't have any glitter cards to use Tsumugi's skill. In my drop zone, I only have Barrier Dignil, okay? So I gotta preserve my Perfect Guard and the Fox Art card, so I should preserve Tsumugi for attacking, so I guess I'll have to discard one of the triggers in my hand. I'll hold on the Burning Flail, and I guess I'll hold on to the other critical. I'll just discard the heal trigger, reveal my previous turn. Discard the heal trigger. Right, Tamayura. Skill of Tamayura. I don't have any rear enemies or round enemies in my drop zone, so nothing happened, okay? Next, I'm gonna call... Okay, I'm gonna call Motive, Stealth Rope, Tsumugi to the rear guard. Call Tsumugi's skill. I Soul Blast 1. I'm Soul Blasting a Stealth Dragon Haden Reiso. No, wait, I'm calling Togashi Rashi. I Soul Blast Togashi Rashi. And, okay. Then calling Burning Claw Dragon to the rear guard. Call. Go into battle phase. First up, my rear guard Tsumugi attacks the rear guard Paline. One rear guard down. Now boosted by Burning Claw Dragon. Fork Tail attacks the Vanguard. 12k. The attack goes through. One more damage. Boom. One damage. Damage check. Ah, another trigger. Come on. Why does she keep getting triggers at this timing? Burning Claw skill into the soul. I give 2000 power to my Vanguard. I have enough attack power to go through, so boosted by Fork Tail, Tamayura attacks the Vanguard. 20k. The attack goes through. Drive check. Yes! Critical trigger! All effects to the Vanguard. And trigger effects added. Okay. Here comes 2 damage to my opponent. Boom. Damage check first. Ah, another draw trigger. Come on. And second check. No trigger. Okay. That's the end of my turn. My opponent's turn. My opponent's going to ride to the grade 3 as Thesis Kairi. Then, okay, she's going to call Kinki and Eileen and Sutela using your skills. Restocking your hand and calling a Kadia using its skill, adding power. Okay, it's a lot. Okay, first the rear guard. 28k, alright. Not enough to guard. I only have 1 damage. I can afford to take the hit, so no guard, take the hit. Here comes. Out. Damage check. No trigger, perfect guard, not good. Now the Vanguard attack. 18k. Skill of the Vanguard, returning 2 cards back to hand. Returning the 2 in this column here, okay? No guard, take the hit. Here it comes. Twin drive, first check. Ah, heal trigger this timing, come on! Power to the rear guard. Second check. No trigger, okay. Here it comes. 1 damage to me. Stage lights and out. Damage check. No trigger. Now here comes 27k from the rear guard. Skill, reveal the top card of the deck, putting the bottom. Okay. I have either the choice to use up 2 criticals in my hand or 1 perfect guard to block the attack, but I think I can afford to... I can afford to take the hit. No guard, take the hit. Ow! Damage check. No trigger, okay. Then here comes my turn, stand and draw, okay. I ride from the right deck, Deepening Knight Tamayura. And for the right deck cost, discarding when critical. Here it comes, grade 3, Deepening Knight Tamayura. And now I'm gonna, let's see. Okay, then I think I'm going to move Forktail to the back row. Okay, that's all I can do. Go into battle phase. First up, the grade 2 Sumugi attacks the rear guard Setella, 10k to 9k. The attack goes through and slash. 1 rear guard down. Now boosted by Forktail, Tamayura attacks. Skill of Tamayura. I'm going to counter blast 1. And superior call, choose one of 2 skills. Choose 1 card from my soul to call the rear guard, or superior call 1 rear me and 1 raw me from my soul to the rear guard. So I don't have rear me or raw me my soul, so I'm just using the first effect. Superior call 1 card from my soul. I superior call the grade 2 Stealth Dragon Hadanreso to the rear guard. Call Hadanreso skill when called by the Vanguard's ability, plus 10,000 power. There we go. And now my opponent double guards, 33k, 2 to pass, twin drive, first check. No trigger, Togashi Rashi. And second check. No trigger, Rami, okay. The attacks does not go through. Now boosted by Forktail, Hadanreso attacks the Vanguard, 27k. And the attack does not go through, she guards for critical, okay. Alright, that's the end of my turn, my opponent's turn. Then she Persona rides, not good. And now calling Kinki, using its skill to add more power, not good. And calling another Kinki, calling another Great 1 Laploom, okay. She's attacking the rear guard first, 20, okay, 20, 31k. I play Blitz Order, Fleeting Shine that lights life. Skill, I Soul Blast 2. I Soul Blast 2 critical triggers. My Vanguard gets a skill. All of my opponent's front row units get minus 10,000 power. Then I guard with... I guess I'll guard with Ririmi and intercept with Sumugi. No, wait, hold on. I gotta preserve my hand. My opponent's skill can learn superior call 2 new cards, so I'll let the first attack go through and see what I get. No guard, take the attack. Ow! Damage check. No trigger. Ah, come on, nothing. Alright, rear got the Vanguard, 31k. I guard with the rear guard skill, leaving a card on top, not good. I intercept. I guard with. Let's see. I don't have enough power, so I guess I'll guard with a critical trigger and guard with Ririmi. Guard. 33k. The attack is blocked. I'm safe. And now, Ririmi's skill. It goes to the soul instead of the drop zone. Next, Vanguard the Vanguard, 18k. I'm going, then the Vanguard skill, superior call 2 cards from the, no, returning 2 cards first, okay. Then I'm going to, I'm going to guard and, no, not yet, got a perfect guard, and for the perfect guard cost, I'm discarding Togashi Rashi. Twin drive, first check. Ah, critical trigger. Well, she has nothing to give it to. I guess I'm safe. And the second check. No trigger, okay. So the attack is blocked. I survived. And now here comes the Vanguard skill. She superior calls 2 new cards. She superior calls Kinki. Okay, only 1. I guard with Ririmi. 13k, 18k. Blocked. The attack is blocked. I'm safe. And now, Ririmi's skill, instead of going to the drop zone, it goes to Soul instead. Okay, then my turn. I draw. Front trigger. Alright, Tamayura skill. All of my front row units gets plus 5,000 power. Okay, that should be enough. So, going to battle phase. First up, my rear guard Tsumugi attacks the Vanguard. 15k. The attack goes through and slash! 1 damage. Damage check. No triggers, safe. A perfect guard. Nice. Now, boosted by... Yep, boosted by Fork Tail. Tamayura attacks the Vanguard. 26k. Tamayura skill. I counterblast 1. Cost paid, and I superior call 1 card from my soul. I'm superior calling. Let's see. I'm calling Ririmi to the rear guard. Call. Power added to my Vanguard by my Vanguard skill. My opponent double guards. 43k to the pass. Twin drive, first check. Yes! Front trigger, just what I needed. Power to the front row. And second check, come on. No trigger. Okay. The attack is blocked. Then, now boosted by Fork Tail. Haden Resso attacks the Vanguard. 32k. Double guards. 33k, just barely enough, okay. Now my Ririmi attacks the Vanguard. She guards with a perfect guard, no cost. Okay, then that's it. So that's the end of my turn. My opponent's turn. My opponent's going to call, okay. Rear guard to Vanguard, 21k. Okay, then I'm going to guard and intercept with Ririmi and Rarimi, 23k. The attack is blocked. Okay, safe. Next up, Ririmi and Rarimi's skill. Instead of going to the drop zone, they go to the soul. One more time, into the soul. The rear guard attacks the Vanguard, 21k. Skill of the Eileen, she's leaving a card on top. Okay, then I'm going to guard with a front trigger. Guard. Skill plus 5,000 shield. 33k, I'm safe. Now, one more attack from the Vanguard, 18k. Alright, I guard with the Vanguard skill, returning 2 cards to hand, returning the grade 3s, okay. I guard Parama, guard. Skill plus 5,000 shield, 33k. 2 triggers to pass. Leave it like that. She twin drives, first check. No trigger, safe. And second check. Draw trigger, come on, at this timing again. She draws a card, but trigger effect's wasted. I survive, but she has a bunch of cards to use now. Not good. Alright, so my turn, stand and draw. I ride from activate my Vanguard skill. For this turn, all front row units get plus 5,000 power. There we go. Now, go into main phase. I call to the rear guard, Stealth Fiend, Fork Tail to the rear guard, call, Fork Tail skill. Look at the top 7 cards of my deck for a stealth or glitter unit. I'm adding to the soul, Togashirashi. Okay, that should be enough. Go into battle phase. First up, my Fork Tail attacks the Vanguard, 13k. She guards with a draw trigger, 23k. The attack is blocked, okay. Next up, let's see. Okay, my Haden Rasso unboosted attacks the Vanguard, 14k. The attack is... Okay, the attack is blocked. Now, boosted by Fork Tail, my Vanguard Tamayura attacks the Vanguard, 26k. And skill activated. I counterblast 1 and activate one of my abilities. I'm activating, let's see, The second ability, choose one card in the soul from named Rirumi and Rarami to Superior Call. I Superior Call Rirumi and Rarami to the rear guard. Let's see. I think I'm gonna first call Rarami and then Rirumi. Okay, these two, Rarami and Rirumi. Call skill of Rirumi with Rarami already in the rear guard. I can Soul Blast 2 and force my opponent to send one of their rear guards into the soul. No, I can choose. Okay, moving. I lean to the soul, and now Rarami's skill. I Soul Blast 2, 1 and 2. I draw one card. The card I drew was critical. Come on. She perfect guards. Okay, she discards a grade 3 for the cost. Twin Drive, first check. No trigger. Haden Russo, and second check. Come on, something good. No trigger again. Come on. I shouldn't have activated the draw skill. Alright, then boosted by Fork Tail, my Rarami attacks the Vanguard, 23k. And my opponent does not got. Yes, the attack goes through, and boom! 1 damage. Damage check. Yes, critical trigger, she cannot heal. 6 damage, I win. Okay, so 6 damage, I win. Not too bad. Despite not being able to get the right cards early, I still managed to get the cards I need and activate all the card skills. So okay, I got win, perfect guarded, 8 turns passed, did a superior call, retired 5 opposing units, and I got a total of 14,000 VP, total 21,925 VP. Press A to go next. Okay, the fight is over, return to fight menu. Leaving the fight menu, return the main menu, and back to the main menu, go into edit deck menu, and with that the deck's been built, Cardfight explained, and I just finished testing out the deck in front of you. And so first I want to say thank you to the viewers watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload again in the near future. I also hope you all show your support by liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing to my videos and channel. And with that I say goodbye and see you